Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Lou Mongello. You are my friend. If you are watching live, thank you so very much for spending and sharing some of your Wednesday night with me, with us, with our family, with our community. If you're watching on a replay, be sure and join us every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. live, right here every week on Facebook. Turn on notifications. You never know when and where I might go live. And if you're watching, let me know that you are in the chat room. More importantly, share this out. Invite some of your friends to come and join us as well. Thanks to all of you who hopped in the box very early. Emma MCL, I am so sorry that I missed you and your new beautiful family. I know you guys were here from the UK this past week. I'm sorry that our schedules just did not get a chance to line up. I saw somebody mention something about a video issue. That very well may be the case. I am, as you may or may not know, my iMac died last week. Literally 5 minutes before the show, I am duct taping a bunch of other hardware together to make this happen. So if we're running into a little bit of a lag issue, I apologize. I'll do everything I can on this side to try and get things synced back up for you. I know it's there's a lot happening here at the same time. Let me try and fix this memory, and then hopefully we'll be back in business. David Potts says, can we get straight to... Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, I see it's a little laggy on this side too. Can we just... Hang on, let me go back and find this. Can we just get straight to the George Costanza of architecture? Well, that's what Tim Foster is. That's what I call him anyway, because he was waxing poetic about his architectural prowess right before we started recording the show, and it made me think of George Costanza. And I think it was, based on my review of the show, pretty darn accurate. Cover my mouth, and it will look synced. I'll just talk like this the entire time. Am I sitting closer to the wall? Something looks different. Yeah, so because I'm not using my iMac straight here, I have a camera that I can sort of move around and do a couple of different things too. So I thought I would change things up a little bit rather than you just getting a straight on look, and it may or may not be working. So John Delancey, where are you? I just saw you in there. Good to see you 2 nights in a row, brother. I'm excited for what is coming from and with you as well. Let me see. I just saw him in here. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of this. Oops, let me get rid of that quote over there. Everything's fine with video. Yeah, so I think it was just a sync issue at the very beginning. All the superheroes around you. And I am a tech guy. I know it was happening. My Mac was trying to recover some memory, so that's probably why it was hung up there for a second. So let me, I'm going to turn that off so that doesn't happen again. There you go. Perfect. So Katrina Elaine says, hello from Via Napoli. That is, I'm sorry for the rain, but that's a pretty darn good pizza right there. And they have a great, I'm trying to remember, I think the eggplant was really good, but I like the white pizza with the artichokes. I just ate, and I'm starving again already. Scott Worden, what's my favorite Star Wars, Marvel, or Disney? What's your favorite collectible? Star Wars, Marvel, or Disney classic? Oh, my favorite collectible. I'd have to really think about that. Is that the thing that I love the most? Is it the sentimental attachment? Is it the, God forbid there's a fire, you can only grab one thing after the kids and the pets and everybody else is out the door? I don't know. I have a, I can do this now. I don't know if you can see it. Oops. There's a stanchion up there from, a bat stanchion from the Haunted Mansion, which I love. My 20,000 Leagues Pour. I'm trying to think of things that are unique. But I don't get attached sentimentally to a lot of physical stuff. Stuart Sternberg, nice to see you. Darlene Nagy from West End, New York. Happy belated birthday again, by the way. You have I think you just said you have a Via Napoli reservation on Tuesday. Very nice. Melanie Rose Ramirez is waiting for a lot of airport delays. Are you coming or going to Walt Disney World or somewhere else? Rain is good excuse because boathouse tomorrow after I arrive. Melanie Jones, I just love the fact that you're going to the boathouse because that's the only thing that really matters, is that you're going to the boathouse. So let me fix this. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Well, we'll just leave it that way. Hang on, let me fix this here for a second. You see how I am literally doing things here on the fly. There you go. Let's see. I could have sworn, I want to just double check that. Let's see. Stephen Cook, thanks for all you do in sharing Disney magic with us. I hope you're well. Stephen Cook, thank you very much, brother. Listen, I say it every week because I mean it, man. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you, all of you, watching and listening and sharing and inviting other people. So Courtney Peterman is 17 days out. Isn't the countdown the best? Although it's like when you're down to the last couple of weeks, it's like, come on already, just get here. Jimmo, don't worry, man. It's raining down here too. We're getting it out of the way for all of you people who are coming here next week. Oh, you're looking for me at the boathouse on Sunday. So you see, I actually don't spend every day at the boathouse, although I am going within the next 72 hours. Just saying. So it's not by choice. It's where they want to go. So it's what I do. Emma had crab stuffed lobster mac and cheese at the boathouse. Amazing. Best meal was California Grill, hands down. Wow. Cali Grill beat the boat. I don't think I've done a live review of California Grill yet. I certainly haven't done the brunch yet, which I need to do. So I think we'll have to, I think I'm going to have to tap into some of the folks from the, oops, let me move this out of the way. From the WDW Radio Nation. Maybe I'll, I don't know if I can find anybody who would maybe want to do a live review of California, maybe a nice little brunch. A little brunch one day at California Grill. I kind of dig that a lot. Love this week's show. Tim Foster was in rare form. Dan Collins, you ain't just whistling Dixie, brother. Tim Foster was very much in interesting and rare form. Let's see. Let me catch up here a little bit. Jason Lozada, what's up, man? Jason, it's so funny that you are here tonight. I actually found something tonight. You gave me a piece of artwork that I just happened to stumble across because obviously I'm out of wall space and I haven't had it framed yet. You gave me that Ralph McQuarrie piece of artwork, and I was like, I wonder how Lozada's doing. And then I found some of the stuff that I brought back from New Orleans, like maps and menus and guidebooks. And I'm like, man, I need to get back and see my friends from New Orleans. And by friends, I mean all the Brennan's restaurants and you guys and everybody else, of course. But I really mostly meant the food. No, I'm kidding. I haven't seen you guys in ages. So Paul Hoffman, good to see you. Is that Becky Mankin? Oh, and look how she says, hello, I'm here. I have not been acknowledged as yet. Welcome, Becky Mankin from MEI and Mouse Venture. Although you are, aren't you cruising somewhere? You're cruising somewhere with somebody doing something. So I need to get some balloons and some paper plates and a plastic tablecloth. It's for the party. The pity party for Becky. Yeah, I know. She's on a cruise. You better be eating well. That's all I have to say. And just be prepping for Alaska. Because the food that we will be eating in Alaska. I'm going to have to just stop eating between now and then just fluff up very quickly once I get on board. So is Queen Becky ready for the royal? Listen, man, I don't make the comments. I just read them. That's not what I meant. I'm in Canada. So if you're in Canada, you better be eating yourself some poutine. Karine, I always pronounce your name wrong. Terwilliger? Karine, welcome. Let's see. Kimmy Walker. God, I haven't seen you in ages as well. Like, I mean, I've seen you here, but not like in real life. Any time. Oh, I meant hello, dining review. You fly, you buy, you can be in it. How's that? It's a win-win for everybody. You guys get a review. I get to see Becky and a free meal, and there you go. It's a win-win. So me, Becky, and then a couple of folks from the nation. But I think I saw John Jones in here. Wait, Emma wants to come in for the live Cali review. Any excuse for a trip across the pond. You fly, Becky buys. So come on in and join us. I received a mystery box. Oh, wait, let me take his notes off. I received a mystery box in the mail tonight from. Look, I say all the time that we are friends, whether we have met yet or not. I'm opening myself up for something here, but I do need to acknowledge and thank somebody, because whenever I get a gift, I always try and bring it upstairs and either eat it or wear it or eat it, because it's 92.7% of the time food. But you may or may not know that I have a pretty large collection of Funko Pops, which is due in really large part. I think I've only bought like one of them to a very kind and generous person who shall remain nameless. But this one that I got in the mail from John C. Jones, and I swore I saw there he is. John C. Jones says, I am here. Where are you? And I think that your choice in this gift was incredibly deliberate, and you're hoping that it's going to lead to something that it's not actually going to lead to, but to add to my collection of, it's a lot of Disney, a lot of Marvel for the most part. There's some Tron, there's some Star Wars, there's Don Corleone in there, and adding to the group now is Grease. So this was one of the funniest Funko Pops I got. Now, I will neither confirm nor deny my role in Grease, but I will acknowledge my gratitude to John for sending this over. I will get a very, very tall stepladder and add it to the collection later on tonight. I'm trying to put it somewhere where you can see it, but I will tell you that John knows nothing about the Grease tape, nor has he seen it, so that does not mean, that is not necessarily an indicator of what my role was. Austin Snyder, do me a favor, everybody. Welcome Austin Snyder. This is his first night into the box. I appreciate you being here and being part of the Box People family. Where are you from, and where's your favorite place to eat in Disney? Because those are really probably the two most important questions. Doug Smybush, I almost bought the Tron Lego set. I was in the Lego store in Disney Springs a couple of days ago with my son, and I was that close to buying it. But what I'm really going to do is I'm going to look for some sort of excuse to buy it for him so I can build it and then steal the blue one and give him the red one. And this way I can add it to I have a Tron collection over there with a lot of my stuff from the 80s, and I'll add it to that. So Christopher Nemec, 6 days from his trip to Walt Disney World. Caroline Percy says, I am from New York. I am working late on my architecture. See, she's a real architect, unlike George Costanza and Tim Foster. Love this week's episode because it blended my two loves. Caroline, I will apologize if anything I said was inaccurate from an architectural standpoint. And I know some of the terminology that I used is probably not, when I talk about architecture of reassurance and architecture of story and some of those things, it was not meant to be architecture terms. That's things that I sort of, I know architecture of reassurance might be a thing, but it's sort of just how I interpreted what that stuff sort of means to us, I think, on a subjective level. Wendy Wahlberg, I am going to MegaCon. I love MegaCon. I am probably going to be there possibly all 4 days, almost assuredly Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. John Delancey says, architecture makes inside places. I don't know did I say that? I hope not. Maybe we'll do a little mini meetup one of the days while I'm there. So stay tuned to like Twitter and Facebook. If I see that there is time and or opportunity, I might just say, hey, we'll do sort of a flash meetup for anybody who's at MegaCon. I'll definitely be there on Saturday, most likely on Sunday. Just not sure about Friday as yet. So, Katya, tomorrow is your birthday. Now, you don't normally ask kids, a woman, how old she is, but I'm going to ask because I think you are relatively on the younger side, so you probably wouldn't take offense to it. So how does an old school fan like you feel about Solo? So Ryan, I'm going to tell you honestly, and I've been very open about my feelings about the Star Wars films, and from a personal level, and if you see my Star Wars collectibles and stuff over there, it's I'm very much rooted in episode 4, 5, and 6. I wanted in my little heart of hearts to love episode 1. I bought every toy at Toys R Us in midnight. Like, I bought 2 of them. I actually just got rid of them at a garage sale. I did not love them, and I did not love Force Awakens, and I did not love Last Jedi. I liked them, and they were entertaining. Solo has me a bit concerned, and it has since the outset. Not just trying to tell a backstory of that iconic character, but Harrison Ford is Han Solo, and then with all the directorial and story issues leading up to it, the trailer did not knock my socks off, which I want trailers to do. Infinity War knocked my socks off. Deadpool 2 has knocked my socks off. Ant-Man and the Wasp has me very intrigued. Solo, I'm like, there is no sense of peril showing me Chewbacca hanging off the side of the ship, because I will take any bet that he probably survives. So it did not give me that emotional investment. That being said, I'm going on whatever day it is. I'm going opening night to see it. So my answer is I will let you know after I see it. I'm probably going to come out and be like, oh my God, it's the best Star Wars movie ever. That was my Danny Zuko impression, by the way. But I say that because I've just sort of identified that the original trilogy is sort of where I exist. I want more than anything for Solo to be awesome. I want my love of Star Wars to come back. I want to go see it in the theaters 4 times like I've seen Infinity War. And I can't wait till Alaska to see it again on the ship with a big fat belly too. It's going to be awesome. So, let me see. Somebody just said, Jeremy says, I'm coming to the event at Hartsmith's Homecoming. Can't wait to finally meet you. Yeah, God, Jeremy, how many years has it been that you and I have been in contact with each other? It is going to be good to put the handshake and the hug to the Homecoming event, which, by the way, is Saturday, May 26th from 10 to close. If you go to I actually think reservations are no longer available. It starts at 10. I think it runs until close, whenever that's going to. I'm going to need to take a nap that day. But I think you can still just walk in, and come be part of the fun. I have no idea what to expect. All I know is that I'm hosting, and there's going to be food and $10 Shine cocktails and live music, and it's going to be a good time had by all. So Saturday, May 26th, Chef Art Smith's Homecoming. Come hungry. Come hungry is always the best idea. So Ryan says, I saw it at a press screening. It could be the most fun you have seeing Star Wars. So Ryan, that coming from a fan gets me more excited than what I've seen so far. So I dig that, brother, and thank you for sharing that. Faye says, sorry I'm late. I just got done with a walk so I can eat in Alaska. Just so you know, Faye, and I've researched this for you, you can actually eat without doing exercise beforehand. I am a living testament to the you'll be fluffy like me, but you don't have to do all that heavy lifting, walking, and exercise kind of stuff. Rita says, I hope the other Wookiee in the trailer confirms his family from the Christmas special, which we just loved so very much. Should we take bets on how many deviled eggs you can down in 3 minutes? I do love me some deviled eggs, although I might do. You know what? If I can tweak that a little bit, I will take on and I just named this myself, the Lou Mongello Hush Puppy Challenge, to see how many hush puppies I can eat until I pass out, explode, or they need to call an ambulance. Because I love hush puppies, and if you go to Homecoming, here's the trick: you get a hush puppy, you cut it in half, you put a little bit of that creamy, spicy, buttery thing on there, and some of the jam, pop it in your mouth, give it about 3 to 4 seconds for your mind to be blown. That's the way to do it. So, okay, we're going to play a game. It's called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do? What movie? I mean, now, Lewis, I know you know that movie, but for everybody else, what movie is that from? So, David Potts wants that challenge with Chick-fil-A nuggets. David, I never realized that a party platter of Chick-fil-A nuggets is not a single serving size. Did you? I never knew that. That was actually meant, when they said party platter, it's meant for a party where you invite other people, not just have it by yourself. Lesson learned. I get it. So, Jamie Williams going to be at home. Who else is coming? Kindergarten Cop. Good job, Angie, Carrie. Who else is coming to Homecoming on the 26th? Saturday, May 20th. God, it's like in 2 weeks. Yes, bravo to all of you got Kindergarten Cop. So, no actual puppies were harmed in the Lou Mongello challenge. Now I'm thinking of hush puppies. So, Karen, look, I'm going to put this to bed right now. And I tweeted this out today. It's Laurel. It's Laurel, and she's wearing the blue and black dress. I don't know what you people are trying to do to me, making me think that you hear the word Yanni in there. The only Yanni I know plays the flute or whatever he plays, and I know Yanni, and there's no Yanni in there. It's all Laurel. So if you're not hearing Laurel, you're doing it wrong. So, do you bite into a chicken nugget with the grain or a grain? Well, I think for the Chick-fil-A nuggets, because they're actually made of real chicken, there's not necessarily a grain to them. McDonald's nuggets, a little more processed, a little more formed, I think, have a little bit more of a grain. However fast I can get them in my mouth is really it's really the way I do it. So, Karen, you're right. It is absolutely Laurel. It's absolutely Laurel and a hearty handshake. Amber Bramble, you don't hear Laurel. There's no Yanni. I don't know what you people. I don't know. How does this become a thing? And how has this never been a thing before the dress and the Laurel? Like how have we as a human race never had these debates before when people are talking, like in terms of what we hear? This is what we do. The internet, the most amazing invention of the past 500 years, and we listen to Yanni Laurel all day long and debate. Even Becky heard Laurel. Lee Cockrell says, listen, if Lee Cockrell says it's Laurel, you better believe it's Laurel. Yanni is fake news. Listen, Lee, I think, I told my kids both heard Yanni. So I said, clearly, you need to be witty and intelligent and handsome in order to hear Laurel, and clearly you validated that. So Kim Trumbull Greatest heard pizza. So, David, I heard a tool to help. There's a lot of people, a lot of audio engineers investing a lot of time in the Laurel Yanni debate, and I think they need, as William Shatner once said on Saturday Night Live, get a life. Like, go outside, do something. This is not the most important thing we should be spending our time and resources on. Although that's exactly what we're doing. I tried to hear Yanni. I couldn't. Priscilla says it's Yanni. Lee, how do we stay married to these people that don't hear Laurel? I don't get it either. We have to do lunch again, by the way. So, kelp or seaweed. See, Michael Early, you've got it right. Michael heard hush puppies, and that's all you need to hear. So again, for those of you coming to Saturday Night Shine, we're gonna have access to the full menu, and I think I'm not gonna eat all day long. Because there's going to be so many hush puppies in my immediate future on the 26th. So Stuart Boyle says, if Lee Cockrell says it's Laurel, I change my answer. I want to know what Dan Cockrell's. Now that I've had there's more Cockrells, but now that I've had the two Disney Cockrells on the show, I want to know, is there a distinction between what Dan hears and what Lee hears? And then you have to sort of choose your side. Are you Team Lee or are you Team Dan? Just based on their Laurel Yanni. David Coviello heard thigh high chicken and biscuits. Oh, the biscuits are so good with that spicy jam on it. This is what Interventions told us the internet would be used for. And Ryan, you're a funny guy, man. This is what Interventions told us the internet would be used for in the late 90s. Carrie has not taken the bait to Probably not. Okay. Yeah, Heather Schmidt heard Boathouse. There's nothing wrong with that either. That is also very much. I should just get an apartment in Disney Springs because I spend pretty much all of my time there. So Tina went to Boathouse during this trip. She loved it. Did you think anything less? Do you think that I would send you somewhere that you would not love? And if I did, I would probably send you my phone number so you could call me so I can come and finish whatever you didn't want to eat. But I do. I love me so Boathouse. Some Boathouse. Oh, so much. Much like the podcast, this is making me hungry. What I do want to do tonight, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, is I do want to take. We haven't done this in a long time because of technical and travel issues and other things like that. I would love to. I'd love to take some of your calls tonight. Donald is watching from the break room. So Donald Nicholson, where are you breaking and where do you work? Darlene's going to pack ponchos, so it's not going to rain again at all when she gets down here, like in 2, and it probably won't. This is unusual for it to rain as much as it has in the past couple of days. Carrie, how are you? I look forward to meeting you in person, and you need to try Boathouse this weekend. I'm actually I can't go with you. I mean, I can, but I'm going actually this weekend with family, and I am super, super excited. BJ, wow, tonight, like, it's old timers night. BJ Dolan, been a long time. Missed you as well, brother. If Roman Holiday will be coming back to the studios. Roman Holiday will be coming back to... I have no idea. I have no clue. Melanie Jones, glad you're not here this week. We will have a nice... I think we're going to have a nice bit of weather for the Momentum Retreat weekend, which is coming up in just like, yikes, 2.5 weeks. So I'm super excited. Linda Raymond, another, I haven't seen you guys in so long. Jason wants to call in with a question. Jesse is new to the show, watching from your office in Chicago, wishing you were down there. Jesse, man, it's other than the rain, it's a beautiful time of year down here. And what is your prediction? Just give me a record. What is your prediction for the Chicago Bears this upcoming NFL season? I'm already full bore into NFL because the Giants have to be better than what they were last year. It's almost mathematically impossible for them not to be. So Momentum 2018 is around the corner, Fred Abley, and if I was better prepared, I would have had my Momentum graphic already up and ready. But I didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just continue to waste time so I can drop that in here. Oh, did I not do it right? I did. I didn't do it right. Hang on one second. Yes, Momentum is October 6th and 7th. For those of you who are thinking about joining us, it's a great weekend where we can help you turn what you love into what you do. Lee Cockrell was actually our keynote speaker last year. And Lee, I'm sure you know this. Everybody basically said you could have just talked all day because they loved having you there. And I'm so super grateful that you were. So I'm a transplant because of the Army. Thank you for the service. You think the Bears go 8-8, building on success. I think they finally have a wide receiver this year. So John Delancey says, it is the best weekend. Love, John. I can't wait, John, till everything that you're working on gets ramped up and ready for prime time so we can share that out with everybody. You're a good man doing good stuff. Aaron King's made a Momentum reservation last week. So excited to have you coming down as well. I'm starting to line up a few speakers, and I'm looking forward to confirming a couple and then maybe leaking a couple of those names out. I think they'll give you additional reasons to come to Momentum, other than the fact that it's in Walt Disney World. We're all going to be there, and it happens to be during Food and Wine Festival. So Melanie says, Lee was awesome. His words from Momentum still echo in my head. And you mean that in the best possible sense because there were so many little nuggets of wisdom that Lee just sort of off the top of his head or via exceptional storytelling, which is what Disney does, was able to share and impart with us. And like you, I think a lot of those things remain with us even after we saw him. So Stephen Conti says, Momentum 2017 was a top 10 experience for you. Now, I hope that you mean a real top 10, not like a Lou Mongello, there's really 40 things in the top 10. I'm assuming it's actually, your top 10 actually means 10. So, Tim Moore, I am not going to even talk about any dynasty and Eagles in the same sentence. So, can anyone experience momentum to just learn? That's exactly what it's for. It is very much a learning weekend. Not just with presenters, but with a lot of workshop stuff that goes on. And because I keep it small, I limit it to just 50 people, it's very much a safe, trusted environment where you could not only learn, but do some things to talk about, some of the things that you're working on and get some real-world practical advice from other people as well. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. I will be happy to help you out. So Rob James is just jumping on. Loves the Spider-Man race car seat chair. One of the coolest things ever seen. Must know when I actually have to say and give credit where it's due. And look, I actually got it right this time. It's almost like I can grab it. It's thanks. This was a surprise gift from Becky Mankin, MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. I think her official title, she changed her title from President and CEO to just Queen of Mouse Fan Travel. So, Chauncey said, I volunteered a VR attraction I made for the Indie Disney meet in August. It's a hot air balloon. Oh, how cool is that? I was actually just talking to my contact there today about that. I'm looking forward. I'm going to be coming in on Friday, stay until I'm going to leave early Sunday morning. I have another speaking engagement that same weekend, but super excited. Aaron has been telling me about the Indie Disney meet. Other people have, and I met somebody in Disney Springs the other day who basically came over and gave me a hug and was like, going to be at the Disney meet. So I understand you guys get a really, really good group of people, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and some of the VR stuff. I still remember going to Tony's and you showing me your augmented reality thing on the iPad, however many years ago that was. Ricky DJ Technoid Reed, man, you know my mind and heart and prayers are with you, brother, every day. Jessica Latrell from Pembroke Pines, West Coast, Florida. Yes. Amber, I can't wait to see Amber Bramble. I'm just going to say Amber Bramble. I'm going to get a shirt that says Amber Bramble sent me with a little hashtag on it. Anthony, we actually, in terms of the Infinity War thoughts, actually last week, 2 weeks ago, we did a group video call. We did something a little bit different. We did a group video call, which is something I do every month for the WDW Radio Nation. Obviously on a much smaller scale. We had about 85 people all on video having I think we talked for like 2 hours about Infinity War. So you can go to WDW Radio, go to the Box People group, go to www.radio.com/boxpeople. You'll find that video is there and you can actually watch it on the replay. And if you're not part of our community and a member of the group, please go ahead and join up now. This is really where the content and the conversations and really all the good stuff happens. And by being part of the community, which obviously is free, there are also some opportunities to do some of those cool things like that group video call. So, but it is something that we do every month in the nation. So if you're interested in, if you like those kind of things and you want to help the show, you can go to www.nation.com and be part of the nation. So there you go. John Jones says, the call was a great idea. It was a lot of fun. Because look, as much as I love doing the podcast, this to me is the next best thing because it's real time, unscripted interaction with you guys. The only thing better is Meets of the Month. But in between that, those live video calls are a lot of fun. And if you are a member of the nation, the next video call I think I'm going to schedule for this coming Monday. So we can get another call in before the end of the month. So I think I saw somebody say Beatrice Feeney popped in. Beatrice Feeney, are we now like 50 days to Alaska? And from what I understand, the second most trending wedding on Twitter, which is not the royal couple, it's Beatrice and Brian. Actually, if you go to the American Adventure Pavilion, because in the UK Pavilion, they have all these royal couple tea sets and coasters and mugs and T-shirts. They have all the same stuff in the American Adventure, but it's just Beatrice and Brian and the WDW Radio Cruise to Alaska logo instead. And so Beatrice, love the T-shirt sale. Lots of great. Yeah, I added a bunch of other designs that I curated from other designers. But once you get in there and start digging down that rabbit hole, just start searching for some of the other things. I've spent an inordinate amount of time and money on T-shirts. I meant to put one on tonight. I meant to put my I had another Spider-Man shirt I wanted to put on, but I will maybe next week. So Jeffrey Swish, this is not sweet tea. It's just plain old water. So oh my God, Becky is coming to our wedding, so I'm calling our wedding royal. You mean? You told me to bring the puppet, so I'm assuming that's what you mean. Or is Becky actually going? Is she actually going to the wedding? That means there's going to be an entourage, security, drinking, whatever. I'll still be there anyway. So, Nick Palazzo, Enrico Palazzo, good night, guys. Got to go study. Good luck on whatever it is that you are studying for. What I do want to do, though, is I want to get some of your calls in here. I want to answer your questions, chat about whatever. If you are going to talk about something like Infinity War and it is going to have spoilers in it, please just disclaimer it ahead of time. Let me go and turn this up. Let's see if this works with all of the new computers. And if you'd like to call in, that is the call-in number, and I will take your calls as quickly as I possibly can. Let's do this here. There you go. The puppet has to be there. The loop. So, Paul, I don't believe Breathless is at the boathouse. I think enough time has gone by that I can say Breathless was damaged severely. If they've added Breathless to the boathouse, that's something new. But I think you're thinking of the Venezia. If you're talking about the 20-person Italian water taxi, that's the Venezia, and that is not Breathless. Let's see. Jeffrey would love to go to Alaska. I would love for you to come to Alaska. Did I put the right number in here? I might not have. Let me catch up here on how did the Royal Beauty come? Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou Mongello. It's Darlene Nagy from West Seneca, New York.
Go figure. How are you?
I am good, and I got my daughter driving home from work on the other phone. But I said I had to call in and say, anybody that's going down to Walt Disney World next week, they opened up the Toy Story Midway Mania Fast Passes. So check it out and see if you can get on now. They weren't open until last night.
Look at you delivering news and information with your call-in. You're not just a pretty face that likes to count down to upcoming WDW Radio events. You bring it when you call in.
Oh, thank you.
And
I tried so hard.
By the way, I want to wish you. Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. Hold on. I want to wish you. This is like your birthday candle. I want to wish you a happy belated 20. What are you? 21? 22? Now?
I'll take 21, 22.
21, 22. Okay. Whatever it is. I don't want to offend and go too high.
25 is good.
25. Well, happy birthday. We will
Thank you.
We will celebrate when you get down here.
Oh, we can't wait. We're so excited. We haven't been there Keith hasn't been there since like 2014. So he's going to be so shocked to see like everything that's opened, and especially Disney Springs.
Yeah. Right, I haven't seen you since we had breakfast at Captain Cook's. Was it a year ago?
Did.
Was it that long ago? Was it a year ago? Somewhere around there?
2016. It's almost a year and a half.
Man, time flies. Holy
I
smokes.
know it does. So we're due for a good meal and to chit chat, and just think, you got 32 days, so you'll have to relax and get ready for that cruise. I'm going to be down there in 5. Oh my gosh, it's flying now. So
I'm smiling, but when you said 32 days to the cruise, it kind of freaked me out. So I've got 32 days to lose 52 pounds. So
oh my gosh, you look fine. You look fine. Just take lots of pictures for me, and please try to send me a picture of Beatrice and Dennis because I want to see her in her wedding gown.
I have a feeling photos of the wedding couple is probably not going to be difficult to find online. I don't think Beatrice is going to take any because she's really not very excited about the wedding, but I'm sure somebody will post something.
How funny. Well, I will let somebody else call in. Oh, wait. Carrot cake cookie gone for good? What? Is it really going to be gone?
Somebody showed me a picture of a carrot cake cookie, which was a lot of cookie. It was almost like a carrot cake with a thin layer of icing. I have not seen it or tried it in person yet.
Okay.
But I will. But from what I understand, it's still there. So.
Okay. I'll have to be in search when I go down there. Okay, well, you go. Have a wonderful evening. Love you, my brothers. Tell Deanna and the kids I said hello, and I will see you next week.
I will. Thanks so much. Have a good night.
Okay,
All
bye-bye.
Right. Bye-bye. Isn't that funny? Usually she ends most of the shows, and this time she was the first one calling in. So let me put this up here again. We'll take let me open this up again, and we'll take a couple more calls. Yeah, the carrot cake cookie has changed, Sarah. Hey, this is Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou, question about parking. I know that the resorts recently started charging for parking, but last time I was there, if I was a resort guest, I could park at the parks for free. Is that still the case?
So if you are visiting the resort to eat or go see Yeehaw Bob or whatever it is, you can park for free. If you are a resort guest that's staying overnight, then you need to pay for parking.
Even at the parks?
So you always have to pay to park at the parks unless you're an annual pass holder. So whether you park at the parks or you park overnight at a resort, chances are if you have a car, you're gonna pay for parking at some point.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Anytime, brother. Thanks very much for calling.
All right. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Have a good night. Becky is headed to the buffet, and I have the drink package. There's a shocker of shock. Becky got the drink package. Call the Times, because I'm sure that was up for question. They weren't sure if Becky was going to be drinking while she was on the cruise. You go enjoy it, and thank you for showing up, Becky Menken from MEI Mouse and Travel, for all your vacation planning needs. There you go. The new cookies at the trolley place at Starbucks, says David Covielli. So, all right, let's open this up again. Anybody else wants to call in? We'll take a couple of more calls before calling it a night. So if you have a question, a comment, anything you want to talk about from the show, why is this not... let's try that. There we go. It's 407-413-WDW. Yeah, so Paul, Breathless was at the Yacht and Beach Club Marina. I think it was there a little bit less than that, because I remember riding it with a buddy of mine who was the captain, and unfortunately, from what I understand, a young cast member had it out one night, and there was an accident. Nobody was hurt. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Well, hello there. It's Beatrice Feeney. How are you?
I'm sorry. You are... I'm not quite familiar with that name.
Oh, I just had to do it. Oh, my gosh.
So, Beatrice Feeney, on a scale from 1 to 10, how excited really are you for this cruise? Because I'm not really feeling it on Facebook.
I know, right? Can you imagine? Oh, just wait till you see. You thought I was excited the first time I went to California, because I remember when I got there, and you're like, oh, my gosh, every post. You're like, there are trees in California. There are streets in California. Just wait till we get to Alaska.
You better bring some, Ritalin or something with you.
I know, right?
Because you're going to have, your brains are going to fall out of your head.
I know, right? Can you imagine? So we've got 33 days until the cruise this time, but we are leaving on June 15th to go to Seattle first. So we're going to actually do something that I wanted to have done last time. So we want to see like the Space Needle and Pike's Market and take the train up. Yep. So it's one of the top 10 like Amtrak treks across America. So that's going to be super fun for us.
We're doing that too. I'm
Yay!
super psyched. I can't
think we're on the same train.
And we're going to spend a couple of days in Vancouver because I love that city. And by city, I mean the people in the poutine, not necessarily in that order, but yeah.
The port there is just so amazing. I mean, it's beautiful. The historic area, that little area to walk around in, it's just gorgeous.
You forgot to mention the poutine, by the way. I don't know if you heard
I know, right? That poutine was amazing. I was just having a conversation with someone today about that. And they're like, make sure you bring enough cash for Vancouver unless, there's like a 3%
and make sure your
charge
wedding
or whatever.
Dress, here's a bit of a helpful advice. Make sure your wedding dress is like a stretchy wedding dress.
It's a little loose,
little, not sort of like a corsety thing in the middle, a little bit of give in that center section because there's a lot of good food out there.
That's why when they asked me, I was like, can we do it on the first day? Because I want to eat. They started laughing when I said that. I'm like, no, I'm really serious. Yeah. I want to do this. I want to eat. So 34 days till our wedding on the cruise. So we're doing it on the first at sea day. So there will be plenty of pictures online, I can assure you.
I'm sure there will be. You will not disappoint. You will definitely not
texted that to Brian before I called you, and he's like, you love pictures. I'm like, yes, I do. So can't wait to see you all again.
I can't wait as well. And I'm happy to, I'm honored that we can all sort of, just sort of be a part of such a special time for you guys. And nobody is happier for you than I am.
And I'm so thankful to have you guys there. I mean, you guys are like my family. So, all of you are there for me every step of the way. And I'm just so excited to share this. So thanks for all of you for being there and celebrating the week with me. That'll be great.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I cannot wait, kiddo.
Well, me too. And I will see you really soon. But I just wanted to say hi to everybody. And thanks for being there. And thanks for all you do. I'm glad that your computer's up and working. And
it's not.
Still loving the Spidey seat.
Yeah, this is not. Unfortunately, it's, it's an old computer that is doing the job. So it's working.
Yeah.
So
you're making it get by. You're lucky that you've got the skills for that because.
Well, see, all those years of being a nerd finally paid off. So
there you go. Trying to figure out how to make this piece and that piece fit together to make this happen.
Exactly. Well, listen, I will see you soon, if not sooner.
Absolutely. Talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
The Beatrice wedding will also be streamed on CBS, NBC, and AMC, so you can watch it there. I believe I just saw Maria Raboli pop in. I'm not going to stop. So excited. So excited. I'm also excited to take this call, and you are?
This is the Apple Help Desk.
Who's this?
The Apple Help Desk. We're just calling to follow up on our work with you the other week.
Too soon.
And
Too soon.
No, I just thought I'm just calling to say hey Lou, and then also hey to everybody that if anybody is on the fence about momentum for the fall, that they should definitely consider it. It is by far the best thing to get anybody moving, and you know that who's saying this. Is Fred from Get Me Coding. So I appreciate all the help and all the guidance you've been giving me.
Oh, thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. You were not put up to calling in, but I really appreciate you doing it. You know how much momentum means to me, and you are a testament to, the type of people that come to the event, not just to learn and be sponges, but you do so much while you're there to help other people and sort of help them move the needle, not just in their business, but in their life too. So I appreciate you, brother.
Oh, no, thank you very much. You know that. It's a lot of fun, a lot of great people, and it's just a really great event to get people going, and it's all because of you. So that's a testament to you too, and you know that. And
In the meantime, I'll just watch and see how you dock your PC on your desk there, and then we'll go from there.
I have 2 MacBook Airs going, and it's always a lot of fun. So.
All right, hey, I'll get off. Keep it up, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Bye.
See ya. Fred Abel is a good guy. By the way, if you or you have kids that are interested in learning how to code like games, apps, stuff on your computer, go to getmecoding.com. Fred has a lot of free tools and resources. Very simple, straightforward way to learn or to teach other people how to code. Hey, this is Lou. You are on the relative air. And turn down your radio. I just wanted to say that. Or not. Thank you for the call. I appreciate all your insight and input. All right, let's take a few more calls. Here we go. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou. It's Lee.
Lee?
Lee Cockerell.
Like,
you
I was
remember
going to say, the Lee Cockerell calling in?
You're the last program I watch before I go to bed.
Holy smokes. I am excited and honored to have you here, my friend. It is so good to hear from you.
Somehow, Wednesday night, you just show up. It comes on my phone. I don't even ask for it.
Well, that's good. That means something's working.
How do you do that?
Oh, we'll sit down. I'll show you exactly how to do that. Ultimately, I'll just tell Jody. Don't worry.
Yeah, all right. Well, you're doing a great job. Love it.
Thank you so much. How are things with you?
I don't know anything about Disney anymore, so I have to listen to your show to learn all the details.
You and now you have another retired cockerel in the midst. So you guys will be fighting for speaking gigs.
Yeah, I had a talk with him. He's taking a lot of my customers away. I don't appreciate it.
Well, you guys, both not just deliver such important messages, but in so many different ways, because your experiences and your backgrounds are somewhat similar, but yet still a lot of different. So now you can't just get one cockerel; you have to get them both.
Yeah, but I know more because I'm old.
You're wiser, and you've taught.
And I'm a grandfather. Old grandfathers know everything.
You taught Dan everything he knows, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, keep it up. I'll let somebody else get on here.
Thanks, Lee. We'll get together and do lunch one of these days again soon.
All right. You take care.
Thanks. You
Bye
too.
now.
And if you guys, by the way, if you have not heard of or have not subscribed to Lee's podcast, it's Creating Disney Magic. He does a podcast every week with Jody Mayberry where they talk about a wide variety of topics. And don't say, well, I'm not a business person, I'm not an executive. It's applicable not just to business, but you'll get a lot of life lessons in there as well. He also has, I think he's got 5 books now, Creating Disney Magic, and there's a bunch of other Disney Magic books that I can't remember. But if you go to leecockerell.com or his Facebook page, you can find out more. And most importantly, don't tell him I said this. Lee's just a good person, and I am honored to know him and consider him a friend. So let me take another call here. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
They get shy. It's hard to follow up Lee Cockerell. It's hard for Lee to call in and then sort of be the one right after. It's let me put the call-in number up there again for those of you who missed it or who are asking for it. Holly, I agree. Lee is incredible, not just as a leader and as a teacher, but just an all-around good a good person. So. Debbie Buttme, it's so nice to see you. I just ran across a picture of you on Facebook. I don't know why it popped up in my memories the other day. Let's take another call. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hi, Lou.
Hi, who's this?
This is Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I am going to Food and Wine this year. What would you recommend?
Yes. Yes, all of it. I recommend all of it. So, seriously, I mean, obviously, I don't know what the upcoming changes are going to be in terms of menus. They often will bring back a lot of the staples. I think that the trick for Food and Wine is understanding you can't see and do and eat it all. And I think you really, depending on how much of a foodie you are, you really need to spread it out over a couple of days. And I don't mean Epcot 3 days in a row, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. If you are here for a few days, I would try and go an afternoon one day, spend a couple of days in other parks, come back, do an evening. Definitely take advantage of some of the seminars and things like that. But again, not knowing what the menu is going to look like this year, I'm trying to think of what some of my favorites are and hoping that they come back. Man. So how many days are you going to be here for on your trip?
Like 3 weeks.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You're the best vacationer ever. So forget everything I said about taking your time. You've got plenty of time to see and do it all. And now I rescind everything I said. Eat everything. Just get your little book and try and check them off the list. But what I would do seriously is, especially because you have the time, if you are able to, try something from every kitchen marketplace so you can sort of check it off your list, because this is your time to really be adventurous. Even if you're not typically an adventurous eater, your investment is relatively de minimis. It's $4, $5, $6, $7 to try something that you probably wouldn't get a chance to try anytime or anywhere else. So allow yourself to be a little adventurous, and then you can always go back to the staples again.
Sounds good.
And if you can't finish anything, call me up, and I'm more than happy to help you out.
Definitely will.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you so much for calling in. Bye. So, Holly said we did a wine versus beer event at Via Napoli. It sounds like a wrestling throwdown. So fantastic. 4 hours of amazing. Wow, 4 hours. Holy smokes. 4 hours of amazing food and drink. Now you're speaking my language. There you go. This will make these a little bit easier to see as well. Let's see. I don't know the actual days. Daniel Cerdas is all the way from Costa Rica, which I have never actually been to, although I hear is beautiful. It is on my bucket list to do. I think if Becky Menken is still here, I think there's actually, isn't there an Adventures by Disney to Costa Rica? Do I now have to add that to? So, Daniel, if I come to Costa Rica, what is the one thing I have to do and the one thing I have to eat when I come down there? So, Hal Cussler is going to be here the 27th through June 3rd. Are we finally going to get that handshake and a hug? Let me see, the 27th through the 3rd. I've got, of course, that's the weekend. I've got my event. Yeah, maybe those first couple of days. Hey, man, keep in touch as your trip gets closer. Maybe those first couple of days early in the week, we can try and meet up for a coffee, a handshake, and a hug, or something like that. So, Ricky DJ Techno agreed. That 45-hour Mega Food Fest is almost, the Sakura Festival is almost assuredly coming back next year. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou, this is Chauncey. Thanks for doing this, man. This is cool.
Hey, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I got a quick, funny story for you.
Yeah, man.
Kind of relevant to one of your recent episodes. So I was out to San Francisco for a work trip like several years ago, and my buddy and I had a free day, like a Saturday before our flight, and we were going to go out sightseeing, see if we could see some celebrities' newspapers in their front yards and stuff. And we're all geared up and ready to go, but my buddy Bill Sherman, who's kind of an older gentleman, he says, "Hey, can you drop me off at my friend Dave's house? We're going to go to lunch." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." So we're all geared up. We're out, and he's like, "Where is this place at?" We're going to Marin County, way out west, and we go drop him off at this place, and they invite us in, and they're like, "Hey, want some lemonade and stuff?" And I'm petting this guy's dog and getting some lemonade and chatting around the table, and they're like, "Okay, let's go see some sights," and we go see whatever, for the day. And then later when we meet back up with Bill, I was like, "So who is that guy that we met with? Because he had a nice house." He's like, "Oh, that was Dave Goles. He was Gonzo." I'm like, "What?"
I was going to say, wasn't there any sort of indicator? Weren't there any Muppets like just laying around that sort of were a red flag?
It was crazy. It was just like any other, foyer and kitchen, and a nice little dog named Ticker. So anyway,
Yeah.
Thanks for doing the box, man. I really enjoy watching this every Wednesday.
Oh, thank you, man. Listen, I appreciate you you being here, and please say hi to Rachel for me. I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Will do.
All right, brother.
See you, man.
Take care, man. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Good guy. Does a lot with augmented and virtual reality. He's really, really smart. Don't tell him I said that. Marla Chan, how are you? It's so good to see you again. What a lovely breakfast we had last week. Was it last? My space-time continuum in my brain is shot. All right, let's take a couple more questions before we wrap it up for the night. I have a whole boatload of work that has to get done. You don't want to see what's on this side of the desk because it's an absolute hot, bloody mess over there. So, also, there was something else I want to mention. Hold on, I'm going to put this. There is something else I wanted to mention, too, before I forget. I wanted to, because I always forget until the end of the show, and now I just thought about it. I want to just remind you guys about a couple of upcoming events. Don't forget the Shine. The Saturday Night Shine is Saturday, May 26th. If you can't make that, I definitely want you to save the date for Friday, September 21st through Sunday, September 23rd this year. I will have more information probably in the next couple of weeks. But what I do want to remind you guys of, and you probably heard me talk about this on the show last week, is that our Adventures by Disney to Japan trip, our Adventures by Disney to Japan trip is going to be October 13th through the 23rd, 2019. It is currently not sold out yet, but it's getting there quickly. Also, just to let you know, and again, this is sort of huge thanks to Mouse Fan Travel, and just one of the reasons why I continue to work together with them. The way Adventures by Disney's work is much like the cruise line, and as those start to fill up, the prices go up. Our WDW Radio Adventures by Disney trip is currently about $2,000 less than other Adventures by Disney to Japan trips on other dates. So these dates, this trip is exclusive to our group, and currently the pricing that we have for this trip, because of the way we were able to work it out, thanks to Mouse and Travel, is about $2,000 less than if you go any other time with just a regular Adventures by Disney group. So if you are thinking about it, if you are interested, if you want to know more, go to wdwradio.com/Japan. You could also shoot me an email if you have any questions. Contact Mouse Fan Travel. They'll be happy to help you out. And that concludes our plug. But if you think I'm excited for September, if you think I'm excited for the Shine thing, if for Beatrice's wedding and for Alaska, nothing can convey the excitement that I have for this trip for Japan. It's the one I've waited my whole life for. And there is nothing better, like for cruises and other things, than being able to do it with friends, whether we've met yet or not. I would love for you guys to join us on Alaska again. There are some spots left. It's not sold out yet. I think that is going to change probably in the next couple of weeks. After the initial sort of rush, we have a number of people who are interested. So if you are interested, go to www.radio.com/Japan. So let's take a couple more calls. I wanted to get that in before I forgot. Take a couple more calls before we call it a night. Melanie Jones, getting up at 2 a.m. for your flight. I would just stay up all night. Don't even bother. Have a good, safe flight, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you when you guys are here. So, David Potts, I will tell you that September is not. It is absolutely not a 72-hour show. We have something else planned. And by something else, I mean some things else, plural. It's a weekend. It's a cavalcade of fun on the weekend of, and oh, by the way, there's going to be food and wine as well. So, let me catch up here. The trip is going to be amazing. Dave Jules, looking forward to seeing you when you get down here. I know you're on the 23rd, so hopefully I'll see you. Even if you miss the September events, hopefully I'll see you when you get down here. And all right, let's take one more. Let me open this up again, and we'll take one more call before we call it a night. And maybe what I'll do, I didn't give away anything tonight. And it's funny because I just found, as I was trying to clean up some of my bookshelves, getting ready to eBay some of this stuff once again, I found a giveaway I used to have that I haven't found in so long. Hold on 1 second. See, I gotta wait. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air. Hello. Wah, 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 wah. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, call. So I found these old, they're not old, but I found these old WDW Radio vinyl stickers, which are perfect for like your car, your laptop, your office, whatever. I just found a little stack of those. Maybe I'll give one of these away tonight. Should I do it 20 questions? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Let's take one more call and then maybe I'll give it away. But yeah, so I just found another. I just found a whole little. I don't have a ton of them left, but I did find a bunch. I have to get more of these made up. I really like these. They would look sweet on the back of your laptop, for example. So Amber Bramwell needs it for her office desk. Maybe I'll have to get some made up before the indie meet. Maybe I'll bring some stickers. I have the smile. I'll bring something to the indie meet. Don't worry. Is September an anniversary of sorts? I am not going to hint to anything that September might be. So, people are digging the stickers. All right, I'll have to. You know what? Maybe I'll have to start get some more of these made up, and maybe instead of giving away my 102 ways to save money for an at Walt Disney World book and also a virtual audio toaster, so maybe I'll start giving away some of these cool stickers for trivia. Any meet in the Northeast this year? Christine, that might be a possibility. I am currently in heated negotiations, which means we're exchanging emails. I'm currently trying to see about a speaking opportunity up near Pittsburgh, actually the same weekend of the Indianapolis meet. It would actually be that Sunday. So possibly Sunday, August, whatever that day is, up in Pittsburgh. I might be doing. I'm going to speak during the day, and maybe we'll do a meetup at night with some sort of French fries involved. So Leah Harvey, you've got to come to the indie meet. Come on, handshakes, hugs, lots of fun. That's what they're telling me is going to be there. So Carrie says, I need that on my computer. My boss just blocked Disney.com on your computer. So Carrie, I'm an old network guy. I can tell you how to log into the. Never mind. I'll get you a sticker. So. All right, I guess, all right, unless I did something wrong here, no more calls. I wanted to take one more call for the evening, but if you guys no more, we will get ready to wrap things up. Again, please don't forget, too, if you are interested in coming to Momentum, we are about 57% sold out. It's only 50 people. Would love you guys to come down in October. This is a great time. It's a great opportunity. It's also a write-off if it's your business, and it's during food and wine. And we look. You're not only going to learn a lot, but maybe. And trust me, after you hear, I have one definite person that I'm excited to announce who's speaking. I'm trying to line up somebody else. I think after you hear who these two people are, you are definitely going to want to come down. So, Marla Chan, you never have to buy a WDW Radio button. I am going to have to just send one to you. Or hopefully when I see you again. So, no Skype credit tonight. So, Chantel, you can also just call. You don't have to use Skype. You can call just from like a house phone, landline, cell phone. Like, don't all cell phone companies now, like, aren't all calls like, it doesn't matter if they're long distance, aren't they all just like included? It's been so long. So, Momentum, ABD, Backstage Magic. Yeah, Joanne, I always seem to do that to myself. At least this time I'm not coming back from Asia and then trying to do Momentum. That was tough. And actually, we've got our Momentum weekend retreat coming up in just 2 weeks. That event is sold out. Super excited. 3 days in a 14-bedroom vacation home here near Walt Disney World. That should be something fun, which I will probably, hopefully, most likely do again. So Joanne's going to see us at the ABD. Looking forward to that. I still call it Backstage Magic. I know it's called Southern California something now, but all right, one last call for the evening. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up? Is there another Spider-Man movie coming out? Do you know?
So Spider-Man it's not going to be Homecoming. Spider-Man 2 is supposed to come out, I believe, late 2019, early 2020. I'm not exactly sure when. But yes, as a Spider-Man fan, there's nobody more excited for that than me.
Okay, cool. Me too. Yeah, I love Spider-Man.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah. How about the new Avengers movie? Is there a second one coming out?
A new what?
Infinity War?
The next Avengers 4 comes out in May of 2019.
Is that the sequel of this movie?
It's going to be a sequel. So we don't know a lot of details yet, which is kind of good, but the countdown is on.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. I did not ask, nor did Kevin Feige tell me anything about Avengers 4. And I kind of want to know, but I kind of don't want to know. Late 2020, says Stuart Boyles. So thank you very much, brother. So Holly is coming October 21st or 24th. No kids. It's a good time to come. Weather's nice. Parks are uncrowded. Food and Wine Festival. So Amanda Banner, I cannot wait to see you at the Momentum Retreat in just a couple of weeks. And I'm going to plug for you whether you like it or not. If you guys go to DisneyTravelForAll.com, Amanda just started a brand new blog about, obviously, really sort of all-inclusive Disney travel. And she has a very interesting, unique perspective on the parks, on dining, and on dining. No, it's not all about food. I mean, I wish it was, but it's not. You can also follow her on Instagram and Facebook, but it's DisneyTravelForAll.com. So there you go. Good people doing good stuff. So, and we've got the retreat coming up. Yay! So Rob James says, I showed my son Connor your chair. He's geeking out. Would you mind saying hi to him? Connor, listen, brother, I don't know how old you are, but let me tell you something. I'm like a 7-year-old kid trapped in a 49-year-old body, and this is one of the coolest things, man. I'll get up so you actually check the whole thing out. Wait. So, some assembly required, just so you know. But I feel like a superhero in this chair. And it's once again thanks to Becky Mankin from Mouse Fan Travel. It was a total surprise, but I'm totally nerding out. And it absolutely fits in with all my other Spider-Man goodness I've got. All of it. So Connor, if you're really good and study hard and do all your homework, maybe Santa Claus will bring one. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't want to commit for Santa. The elves only made a couple of these, so maybe not. No, Joe Fu, Kevin Feige is not the guest speaker at Momentum. I'd like him to be. I never asked him to, but he is not. I think he's going to be busy doing lots of other stuff. So Stephanie, what's this all we've been hearing about a meetup in Indianapolis? It is the Indie Disney fan meet. Wait, I'll tell you exactly what day it is. Hold on a second. I'll see if I can get you an actual website too. I should have had a graphic for that, and I don't. It's the Indie Disney fan meet, and it is. Wait, hold on. I know that they announced it on Facebook. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's the Indie Disney fan meet. It's in Indianapolis or around Indianapolis on August 20-something. I promise I'll get a graphic for next week. But I'm coming up to speak and to hang out and to sample all of the Indianapolis food. So I'll get you the exact dates. But if you just Google it, you'll find like Indie Disney meet. They've been doing it for a number of years. Like Yeehaw Bob has been up there before. They've had I don't remember who some of the other speakers who have been, but there's like food and there's booths and all kinds of cool stuff. So I've heard nothing but good things about it. And more importantly, the the people that go supposedly are a really, really good group of people. So there you go. Thank you, Aaron Del Prince. I'm so sorry. I completely butchered every single part of that. It's Saturday, August 26th. And if you just search for Indie Disney Meet on Facebook, it's in my hometown. Amanda Bonner says Noblesville. Noblesville. Indianapolis, same thing. We'll just call it the Indie Disney Meet. So yeah, just check it out over on Facebook. So, and Jeremiah, I just saw this come over real quick. Just saw Infinity War for the second time. Credits are rolling now. Even better the second time. Jeremiah, I am not kidding when I say this. My favorite viewing of Infinity War was the third time I saw it. Because I got over the, what just happened? And then the second time just trying to, like, process it all again. And the third time I really sort of, I caught so much more, that I actually hadn't seen in the first two viewings. And I still sat there in stunned silence at the end. So it is it's a compelling movie to say the least. So anyway, with that, I am going to, I'm going to let you guys go. I unfortunately have a little bit of, that's a lie. I have a lot of work I have to get to tonight. Working on some stuff that's on the whiteboard for you, including actually some stuff that's coming up relatively soon. Again, save the date, Friday, September 21st through Sunday, September 23rd. We're going to have some announcements about that relatively soon. Also, if you are all interested in joining us, and I hope you are, to Japan, the country, not the pavilion. If you love the pavilion, if you like the pavilion, you'll love the country. October 13th through the 23rd. Again, it's a WDW Radio exclusive group, and more importantly, our pricing right now is a little bit more than $2,000 less than what you would do if you just went with Disney directly. Don't forget to, please, if you are not a member of our community over at wdwradio.com/boxpeople, it is really where I want the community and the conversations to take place. Come over, grab a snack, introduce yourself, and be part of the conversation, and more importantly, be part of the family. With that, that is going to do it for this week's show. I love, and appreciate you. I appreciate you individually. I appreciate you collectively, and I am grateful beyond words to you for the gift and the blessing of your love and your friendship and the time that you spend and share with me each and every week. If you like this week's show or any of the shows, do me a favor. Right now, tweet out a link to it, share it on Facebook, and invite more people to become part of this incredible family and this incredible community that you guys have created. I will see you guys next week. If not sooner, turn on notifications. I might be in the parks later on this week or this weekend, and we'll share some stuff from there. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you. Love you. See you. By the way, it's Laurel.